But for now, I'm going to bring this guy back home, live in Midland. Don Logg, Local 2 News. Live at Rankin High School, Don Logg, Local 2 News. We also have Champ here, who it looks like he's a little pooped. I'm the real winner here, you guys. Well, Taylor, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Back to you, Jenna.
This crash has left a huge mess in surrounding areas, including a car dealership. I'm in the parking lot right now, and this is one of over a dozen trucks just ruined. The border control already a pretty hot button topic, especially in our state. But when health care is thrown into that mix, it's even more controversial. Water prices have gone up, and some officials believe this is influencing people to cut back a little bit. Good evening, I'm Don Logg. It's great to have you with us this weekend for Local 2 News at 10. Volunteers gathering in Alpine today to search for Zuzu Verk. For those of you looking for the perfect gem to pop the question, listen up. Just into our newsroom, the woman responsible for stealing a ring off a dead woman's body has been sentenced to 8 years in prison. Texans are making more money. That's the good news, according to the latest numbers from the U.S. Census Bureau. But as our Rachel Glacier explains, there's also some bad news that comes along with it. And that's how we start tonight. A warning from law enforcement in Ector County cracking down on underage drinking and the adults who make it possible.
She's not here. She's dead. She just kept going on that with her story.
911 dispatcher Michelle Rocca explaining the call she answered Friday afternoon, sending this message over police scanners.
Reference to a child on the phone stating her parents have died, stating she's 15 years of age.
Turns out the alarming call, all a prank.
We had a small child on the phone, great imagination. She said that she's all grown up now.
A great imagination that sent Odessa police to the caller's home. They ended up coming across some kids with a confession.
The kids admitted to calling 911, and they thought it was funny.
But OPD didn't find it as funny as the caller. They say every call taken extremely seriously. Rocca and OPD tell me these situations are frustrating because it ties lines up, and they happen often. Just on Friday from 8 to 3 p.m., dispatch answered 67 calls, spending about 2 minutes on each, wasting about 2.5 hours. OPD also wasting time on the road to respond to these calls, just to find out it was a hoax.
We're already extremely busy as it is. The last thing we need to be doing is responding to prank calls.
Police tell me they spoke with the children that made the call, explaining to them the importance of only dialing 911 in the case of an emergency. And in this case, charges weren't necessary because of their age, but OPD says you can be charged for abusing those 911 calls. Yeah, guys, no matter what, your wedding day never goes as planned. But today, I literally stumbled on a wedding that was just as surprised to see me as I was to see them.
Hey, one more time, hurry, hurry.
Julia Vasquez and Tony Barrares came to the Ector County Courthouse Friday afternoon to say I do.
I was nervous about the getting married part until you guys showed up.
The bride said she wanted a somewhat private ceremony. Little did she know the day wouldn't go as planned.
Just go in.
To go inside, get married, and leave.
Yeah, we didn't expect to come outside and do it out here in front of everybody, in front of the cameras.
As our crews responded to a gas leak, forcing everyone inside the building to evacuate, we couldn't help but crash the impromptu ceremony.
No one else in Odessa will have a fire truck in the background of their wedding pictures.
Judge Woody Cupper says despite the circumstances, the show must go on.
I was not going to delay this marriage any longer.
And although the happiest day of their lives turned out to be imperfect,
People are going to see this, and that's kind of embarrassing.
the couple and their family wouldn't have their perfect wedding any other way.
I'm glad it happened the way it did. It's one to remember for sure.
Judge Cupper tells me this isn't the first time he performed a wedding outside of the courthouse, but it was the first time it happened like this.